Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about 3 tips that I have for people who want to start teaching themselves martial arts in the gym. Hello, my name's Sam. I'm studying a Bachelor of Health Science in Nutritional Medicine, and I'm also a self-taught martial artist. So I started teaching myself martial arts at the gym 12 months ago. I tried out a couple of classes, but we were in a pretty bad financial place at the time. So honestly, we couldn't afford it. And since I have a lot of dancing experience, I thought that I could teach myself this stuff. I started posting it on TikTok and I started getting some really good advice. I also got a lot of really rude advice through just training at the gym and getting advice and going to a handful of casual classes here and there. I've been able to build myself up from this. That was back in September 2021, and this is me now. So like I said, majority of that is self-taught. I did have a lot of advice from some great followers on TikTok. I also have had a handful of casual sessions here and there as well, which have helped. But for the most part, I have taught myself. So this video is for anybody who can relate, anybody who doesn't have the time for classes, anybody who doesn't have the money for classes, and anybody who doesn't have anybody to mind their children to go to classes. My first tip is for someone who wants to get started trying martial arts in the gym is to first of all focus for a couple of weeks on hip flexor strength and hip flexor mobility. So YouTube is a fantastic resource for this kind of thing, but please let me know in the comments below if you want to see my specific hip flexor strength and hip flexor mobility exercises, because I do know a lot because I have been doing it quite consistently for a year now. So by training your hip flexors first, what you're doing is you're getting the muscle memory going. So your hip knows how to act when it kicks the bag. So weak hip flexors are extremely common. If you live a sedentary life, you likely have weak hip flexors. It's so common and it's just caused from inactivity mostly and from sitting all day long. So having weak hip flexors actually can sometimes cause a bad lower back. So if you are someone who is prone to suffering with a bad back, you might actually really benefit from trying out some hip mobility, hip flexor and hip strength exercises. So many people these days suffer from the anterior pelvic tilt, which is kind of where your stomach protrudes forward and your butt goes back. So you look a bit like a duck. That's a really common thing. And not all the time, but a lot of the time it's caused by weak hip flexors. Let me explain. So this is like an anterior pelvic tilt. See how my stomach is kind of protruding forward and my booty is like sticking out? So in dancing, we're always taught to tuck our tailbone in. See, like that? All I've done is I've tried to do this. So what you actually need for that is you need strong hip flexors, because if your hip flexors are weak, they're going to sit like this a lot and it's going to give you a really bad back. So tightening up your hip flexors so that they hold in a little bit more, it's going to help your back as well. Simples. I'll show you some hip flexor stuff at the gym today. I'm going to the gym with Pixie. This is also day 2 or part 2 of Pixie kicking in the gym and it should be really fun. I'll also do a couple of kicks myself because my knee's feeling a bit better today. So, or you can just one hand and use it as balance. And I'm going to teach you the chamber position for a ground capacity. And then you're going to do the 10. Oh, this is good. Like that. Just to get your hips ready. When it's mirror, you're going to put your knee up like that, yeah? Then your hips go from facing you to facing the mirror. So watch how I'm doing that. I'm going like this to facing the mirror. Yes. And your foot to your feet, and you go through. Like that. That's it. And then, yeah, that's it. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, good. What we're going to do, we're going to get to 10. Hop back, kick. So almost like to the opposite end of the room. So get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop, hop. I don't know if I can. No, you can. You can. We'll try again. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. 8, 9, 10. 5 more. Oh. 1, 2. Oh my god. I thought you were going to keep holding on. Because you stopped holding on, so I thought you were going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes.
It's so hard.
It is so hard.
Because you've got to fully balance.
Yes.
Let's try the other leg.
Yes. Yes. So,
Out. Yes. Out.
Out. Hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop, hop, boom. Yes. Better. Better. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop, hop, boom. Oh,
I'm like, got it. Like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop, hop, boom. That was me. Come up, and then you're going to turn it out, and then you're going to kick. Does that make sense? So when knee up, hips open, switch, and then kick, hold, chain up, and then down. Perfect. Okay, that was really good. You ready? Yep. Knee up, hips, kick, chamber, down. I have no stabilization on my knee. Knee up. Let's show where this one's not me. Okay. So knee up. Yep. Hips. And knee up. And then kick, bring it down and down. Towards knee, kicks open up, and then down. That's it. Oh. Nice. How did that feel? Nice. Yep. Yeah. Oh, good. Yes, nice. 2, yep. 3, yep. Another one. Come on. 3, 4, yep. Yes. 5, yes. 6, yes. Perfect. 7, yes. I can't move. 8, nice. One more. Oh no, 2 more. That's high. 10. How many have I done? 5. Oh my god. I was like 9, 10. 7. Can you hold it up a bit more? Yeah. I'm scared. 9. 10. Yeah. Nice. One more. Okay, so I just finished at the gym with Pixie. She's doing so well. So we went through some mobility stuff today, as you'll see in the footage. I tried to teach her the roundhouse kick a bit slower, and I just try to show her some ways that I help improve my hip strength and my hip flexor flexibility, things like that. So she did so well today. Her power's coming along great. She's already got great aim, which is amazing for like a beginner. My aim took months, but yeah, no, Pixie's doing so well. I'm so like happy. It's really nice to like go to the gym with someone, because I've been going to the gym since 2015, and I've literally, in all that time, I think I've worked out with someone else maybe 3 times in total. So this is really new for me, having someone to go to the gym with, but it's really nice. Tip number 2 is record all of your sessions. If you are in a position where you can't afford a coach, then we don't really have a choice. We have to record ourselves. Otherwise, we have no way of seeing what our progress is like. Even if you just record for 5 seconds, record yourself doing 5 kicks, just so you know where to work from. Usually what I do is I'll set up my camera. I'll record for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how much I'm getting into it. And then I will stop, I'll have a drink of water, I'll watch back my footage, and I'll immediately know what to work on. That is the beauty of filming. It's real-time feedback. So you can actually feel how a kick feels. You'll be able to notice your foot planting, your hand movements, your foot movements. Like, for example, when Pixie was watching back her footage, she noticed that her foot wasn't pointed as it was moving through the target. This is actually like a really important thing that we have to do as martial artists. And without even me saying anything, Pixie picked up on that, and that was just from watching her own footage back. Because even if you don't know a lot about martial arts, you know what looks good and you know what looks wrong. You have no idea where you're going wrong unless you can see yourself kicking. But also, by filming your sessions in 6 months' time, you're going to have the best before and after footage. And I swear there is nothing more motivating than actually being able to physically see your progress. The whole time I've been doing martial arts, I've been filming, and I have constantly been comparing my before and after. The first before and after I made was 6 weeks after I started in a gym. I'd already made enough progress in 6 weeks to show a before and after, and it was quite noticeable as well. You do tend to progress very quickly in the first couple of months, and it is so motivating to be able to watch footage of your first kick and then be able to see it improve. So that is my second massive tip, is film all of your sessions. Okay, so it's the end of the day now. I'm just about to make some dinner for myself and my son. You might be able to hear some kids shows going on behind me. Sorry about that. There's nothing else I can do. I'm about to cook us some cashew tofu rice. I'm also going to give you my third biggest tip for anybody starting martial arts. First of all, broccoli. So the third biggest tip I have for anybody starting out martial arts is to accept feedback and critique more than praise. So I really put myself out there when I first started, and I started posting on TikTok in November, which was only 2 months after I started teaching myself how to kick at the gym. So I was quite new to it still. I definitely got a lot of rude people, but for every rude person I got 3 really nice people who were always happy to offer me advice. If you don't want to put your progress online, which I'm sure a lot of people don't, it's a bit of a confronting thing. You really need to get some feedback from some kind of a coach or someone who does know what they're doing, even if you can only go to 1 or 2 classes. Most dojos around do offer first class free, and even if you do want to teach yourself, it's still good to try and get at least a handful of classes under your belt. These just help so much with technique and everything like that, and then getting the feedback for your kicks and really striving to get feedback over praise is where you'll see a very big improvement. And I think it is really important to try and be the kind of person who seeks out critique over praise, just because it helps you so much to grow as a person overall, and it is a primary quality that you need to be a very good self-directed learner, which is arguably, and in my opinion, one of the best traits that you can have as an adult, because you learn very quickly that no one's going to hold your hand for a lot of things. So the more that you can manage to learn on your own and learn well, the better you'll be. And a big pillar of that is to seek critique over praise. Okay, so I'll just show you how I make dinner now. So we're having tofu cashew rice. Like I said, I'm just going to stir fry the tofu with some seasonings before adding in the cashew and the broccoli. I also add in a little bit of water just to make the broccoli cook a little bit better. And then I'll add some more seasonings, some green peas and some rice. This is a really easy, like 5 to 10 minute meal. The only thing I had to chop was the tofu. It is literally so easy, and it is actually so healthy because it's packed full of protein, packed full of omega-3 fatty acids. We've got fiber, we've got folate, we've got all the great things in there that's really good to recover from a workout, and it's also all good stuff for my toddler as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, and let me know if you want any more recipes like this. Anywho, that's all from me. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. There will be more videos coming. I want to do more recipe videos as well. Leave a comment down below if there's any video suggestions you have. If not, I'll see you next time. See you later.